Welcome to INFLUX Magazine's review of The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 1. Before I get started, I have a confession to make. I am a gamer. I do play lots of games, and I get very excited when I see movies or series about games that I have played. Now, I've never played The Last of Us. When I bought my last console, I had to make a decision. Xbox or PlayStation, I'm not going to get both. I made the move from PlayStation to Xbox, and I could not play The Last of Us. But let's go back to the series. The Last of Us lives up to fan base expectations and does promise something great. This is a good series. It has some mighty expectations from its gamer fan base too. The success of a game-based show can largely depend on how fans of the original medium react. That's natural, of course. In this case, how will diehard fans respond to this live-action interpretation? So far, the response has been great. In the past, many franchises, many game series have tried to make the transition. A couple of successful ones, a couple of not so successful ones. Fans of The Witcher, The Wild Hunt, were mostly thrilled with the Netflix adaptation, but then again, they had an embedded fan base already with The Witcher short stories and novels as well, and Netflix was able to please the fans. However, nobody seemed overly excited or enthralled about the most recent adaptation of Resident Evil, and it's been canceled already just after one season by Netflix. However, there were and there are extremely high hopes for this one, The Last of Us. Will it pay proper tribute to the plot and the emotional journey of the game's protagonist, Joel, as he escorts Ellie across the wasteland? Pedro Pascal, who many people know from Game of Thrones, and also he's the title character in The Mandalorian, and he now embraces yet another beloved franchise as Joel, the main character, a smuggler who must traverse this version of a post-apocalyptic world. Joel's goal is to chaperone Ellie across the devastating and dangerous landscape. Ellie is also played by another Game of Thrones alum, Bella Ramsey. She's the young lady whose well-being Joel is charged with keeping. To the surprise of non-gamers, this series largely follows the story and emotional journey that's presented in the game. It's how the first season appears to be mapped out to really follow the story to please that audience while hopefully building a new audience as well. At the heart of the show, just as in the game, this story unfolds with character-driven relationships who are caught in between the horrors of a zombie plague and fungus and the even worse horrors of humanity after the fall of civilization. At its start, The Last of Us has met those expectations. It gives us the promise that something great could emerge from this post-apocalyptic wonderland. Our grade is an A-.